into game 3 of this show match or matchup or tournament play. Who knows what it is? All we know is that it's two good players. BratOK spawning here on the Zelnaga Caverns in the bottom left position as the yellow Terran, and WhiteRa once again, or Duckload Ra, whichever you prefer, spawning here at the top right as the red BratOK. Zelnaga Caverns. If you watched the second matchup, you heard me begin to discuss the oddities, the strangeness of the mirror matchup in StarCraft 2 in 1v1. The mirror matchup is probably for every race. It might be the hardest race to deal with, the hardest matchup to really get your head around. I don't know about you, but I played Protoss, and oh yeah, 1 minute 45 seconds. Woohoo! Got that production tab down. But I play Protoss, and I really have a hard time knowing what to do in a mirror match. Should I 3-gate Robo? Usually PvP, it's all about whoever gets their Colossus out first, but you know, it almost dulls the match a little bit because you're almost sure of what the other person is doing, and it's like, okay, well, who's going to get it out first? As we see a little bit of probe harass again by WhiteRa as BratOK's barracks finishes. BratOK's barracks, say that 5 times fast. We have a pylon out here on the edge. I wonder if WhiteRa will be hiding tech, as he has been known to do from time to time. Only one gas this time for... oh, and there's the second gas for WhiteRa. This probe still being chased around BratOK's base and finally ousted. And now this time we do see 2 barracks going down for BratOK. Perhaps we're going to see a different build, a more aggressive build for BratOK, having been unsuccessful in the last 2 games with the 1-1-1 build and trying to put together a bio ball of sorts. We're going to see if he can do better with this, with an aggressive, looks like, ooh, we're going to see Reapers. Wow, I haven't seen Reapers in a pro match in, since the patch, I think. Since the Reaper build got nerfed, and we haven't seen a 5-Rax Reaper in, who knows how long. But we do see, is SCV gonna make it up the ramp for a scout? Yes, he is. Oh no, he's not! Smacked him. That Stalker got a good smack on him as this one Reaper is going around the back end of things. Are we getting more Reapers? Nope. We're going right into Marauders. We're getting a reactor out. So this is going to be a straight bio build. Looks like it's going to be a high pressure build. And looks like just using that Reaper to scout to see if there was an early Nexus thrown down by WhiteRa, but there is not an early Nexus, but we do have this proxy pylon to warp in guys and just have fast access to this ramp, to this natural expansion area. That is the unique feature about this map, Zelnaga Caverns, is these 2 areas at the top and bottom of the map where your opponent can just sneak in without vision and have immediate access to this wide open area of your expansion. Let's see. There's no vision on this Reaper. This Reaper is going to sneak in. Is he going to go for probe kills? No, he's just purely looking for scouts. And we see he does scout these other 2 gateways, so there is no robo here. So WhiteRa also switching things up and going for a 4-gate. Wow, there was some good scouting happening here because this is the... Oh, I missed the... You know what? Let me back it up a wee bit. I probably went too far, maybe. No, that's not too bad. Here we have the Reaper just going in, sneaking in there, And we're probably going to see some zealots worked in right there. Yep, that's what we wanted to see. And they, as that Reaper is getting his scout, you can see him up on the mini-map just jumping down and running away. As these Terran units are chasing down a probe. These zealots are going to come in here and be met by more than enough units to send them to a quick and painful death. And now these two little groups are going to meet up and probably be looking for that pylon, saying, okay, those zealots came from somewhere. We didn't see them on the map. Where's that pylon? And there it is. They find it. Quickly take that out. As WhiteRa does throw down his Nexus, knowing that the scouting Reaper has gone away, at least temporarily. I actually like this. I love the splitting up of the gateways. I know he's not the only one to do that. I know Huck does that a lot. Because if you walk in and do normal scout and you only see 2 gateways, it makes it much more difficult to decide and to come to a conclusion on what build you're going to do or how you're going to react if you don't see a robo facility or these 2 gateways or Stargate, whatever the case may be. Just keeps you guessing, which is always a good thing in this game, as BratOK is getting his expansion out at this natural. Going to move out these men to defend it as well. And Stalker quickly takes out the intruding Marine. As we see lots of zealots and lots of sentries out for WhiteRa. Makes me think that there's going to be some other kind of tech, but we are just getting charge lots. We have stim down for BratOK. Does he already have? He already has concussive shells, and looks like he just started the combat shield as well. And he is moving out. He has 1 medevac to heal his units. Don't know if that stalker saw that. He remembered where it was and he went to check it out to see if it was still there. I'm presuming with the vision of the Zelnaga Tower that WhiteRa did see that ball, that bio ball, and he's moving it up. Zealots are great against Terran bio, particularly if they are upgraded. I don't see any upgrades as of yet besides the charge legs, which is not, contrary to common belief, from what I understand, the charge for zealots is not an upgrade. You don't do more damage. You're just able to close on your enemies faster. And once you're there, then it's just a regular attack. It's only when you're a distance away from your enemy that the charge does anything for you in combat. It just gets you there faster, so you close that distance. I know that so many players that I've played against or talked to about the charge, as we see this drop going in for BratOK, he just does the line drop and stims automatically, going to take out several probes as the zealots chase these guys down. That stim taking down a lot of health, but this medevac able to heal these Marines and get them back in fighting condition, and be able to pick up only one of those Marines. Oh, and a feedback by the High Templar, but not enough energy to really do any damage to that medevac. As the probes, doesn't look like there were too many losses. Well, we can take a look at the units lost tab and see. Yep, looks like there was quite a few taken down by WhiteRa there. We have 20 zealots and 5 High Templar moving out with a few stalkers and sentries. This force is looking pretty intimidating. But as I was saying, the charge is not a damage upgrade, simply a closing speed upgrade, which is great to have. I love having charge lots. I think they're one of the best units in the game. Once they're upgraded, 3/3 charge slots are badass. Um, However, lots of feedback going off your huge battle. A storm, also storm by WhiteRa, taking all kinds of health off of these units. But quickly running away, going to form some Archons with those Templars who no longer have the energy to. Oh, something else is happening up here, and I'm missing it. Another drop by BratOK up at the expansion. You know what? Let's take a look at it. It's a short game, so we're going to back it up, and we're going to take a peek. Here's several Marines down here, and where's that dropship? That was weird. We watched this battle down here already. We're just going to see these Marines get picked up and move on in here. And it looks like WhiteRa's going to see it pretty quickly. And yep, he's going to lose 2 probes, and he's going to pull the rest out immediately. But it looks like he will lose a couple of pylons. Maybe this robo facility. I don't see any units being warped in to respond to this, so let's go back down to this battle. As it looks like WhiteRa has moved back in. You know what? We're going to back it up again because I can. Because I can. We're seeing a drop that's not doing a whole lot. We've got newly warped in High Templar. These zealots charging in, going to take advantage of the and a storm going down on these Marines. Didn't get out in time, taking huge amounts of damage. They are on the verge of death. Another storm going down on the SCVs, and these Archons in here just tearing things up. But it looks like the Terran player is going to be able to hold this off. This Archon will not even be able to finish morphing before it's all over. And between that attack and these 3 Marines still doing damage up here, it looks like BratOK may have grabbed an advantage in this matchup. Let's take a look and see. Well, let's take a look at our income. And yep, BratOK has a huge advantage with these guys having been offline. Pretty much mined out in BratOK's main, almost gone, but not mining at all at the moment. He does have, BratOK also has the advantage in harvesters, as you can see another drop down here. No, it does not look like it. That Stalker is going to push that medevac away, and we have BratOK taking the gold expansion down here in the middle of the map. And if WhiteRa wants to keep up, he's also going to need to take another expansion. Although now that WhiteRa has his probes back in their doing their mining, it's a lot closer than it was just a few moments ago. Look at the resource tab. BratOK has a huge food advantage. I hear things dying. There's a huge. BratOK gonna stamp. We're gonna chase these units down. EMP goes off. Oh, excellent use of EMP, and that is gonna do it. Wow, that was great. Last minute addition to the army was the EMP, and just able to get that off as soon as WhiteRa got hit with that. He knew it was over. Seeing all those ghosts come up, and congrats to BratOK being able to take one of these 3 games, and hope you enjoyed these 3 games as well. And that is this edition of the NuubCast Not So Noob, the Not So NuubCast. Hope you enjoyed these procasts. If you want to see more procasts, feel free to say so. It's definitely not what we're about, but as I've said before, we do a smattering of them. If I did a series like this a week, or maybe 2 a week, I think that would be more than enough to mix in and keep things fresh to go along with our newbie or noobcast. Alright guys, I'm gonna get out of here before I crack the 15-minute mark, and we will see you later. Not next time, later.